more on the 240. Gotta get ready to go drifting next Saturday. So yeah. So I went ahead and adjusted the throttle cable, brought the idle up a tiny bit. And then the reason why it doesn't want to idle is because there's a vacuum leak somewhere. And that's why, like, I just set the idle to be a little bit higher, so like the idle being higher just overwhelms the vacuum leak, so it's like able to idle. So I still need to try and find where it is. I need to buy like some carb cleaner or starter fluid and start spraying it around to figure out where exactly it is. Try and fix it. It still does leak coolant somewhere, and like it's like somewhere on the bottom of the intake manifold, like out of some line somewhere. Like I know it's leaking because there's like fluid on the ground, but like I don't know where exactly it's leaking, which is not great. But we'll figure that out later. So I also went ahead and popped the strut bar back on because, you know, we have that performance. Got this heat shield back on because we don't want to pull an Adam LZ and burn our car to the ground.
True.
Bolted in the intake. Got a zip tie holding it in. And I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, this thing runs now. Oh, it had a massive fuel leak. I don't even know how that happened. It was just squirting straight out of there. But we dealt with that as well. So pretty much right now, like, it idles and it drives. So we're going to go ahead and pop this factory K exhaust that I kind of like made a little bit.
Hold on.
We're going to go ahead and pop back in the car. Ignore the welds. This was like the most angry I ever was in my entire life. Didn't really grind anything down. It's kind of like sprayed with the Harbor Freight welder. Didn't really look at it. I was really angry about this exhaust. Probably pulled it off the car 30 times to weld it. Really made me so angry making this, but it works now. So yeah.
Works.
I mean, it makes her quiet, and it's pretty loud right now. So we're going to go ahead and try and pop this thing under there, and maybe make another hanger, and then we'll be ready to drift. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and pop the exhaust that I kind of like ghetto made back on the car so it's quiet. Like, this is stupidly loud. Oh, that's not on the diff. Pop that on, and then we'll be able to start cleaning the car out and getting it ready to go drifting next week. Also, I might adjust the alignment a little bit because, like, there's some sketchy wear on the tires. It's like eyeball the toe and the camber. Yeah. So this is the right rear tire, and as you can see, we got a little bit of positive camber wear right here, and that also might be a factor with the toe. Because the toe's eyeball, like you can see the tire's like cording right there, which is not really good. Might want to try and just put a little bit of negative camber in it, kind of get it closer to zero so we get better wear, because there's still a bit of tread right here, and this thing is pretty much spanked right there. This wears a lot better, like it's almost perfectly even, and honestly it might be. I don't know, this is a kind of crappy tire, so it kind of like, a chunk flew out of it right there, but otherwise it's like, the alignment on this side's pretty good. Because it's just like, I might want to be able to play with the toe a little bit with this thing, but we'll see. I might try and get some toe plates or do something with a tape measure, just try and get the toe centered so we're not like doglegging down the road. But we should be good to adjust some stuff and do our exhaust, of course. This pretty much looks like how the exhaust is going to end up going in. It was an S14 exhaust that I kind of chopped apart to make fit on what I've had of an S13 exhaust. It was like the cat back of an S14. And I welded it to the custom part that I had, and I had to chop a bunch of it because it wasn't exactly right. And it doesn't fit in the car correctly. Like, the humps are kind of near the right spot, and I kind of moved them. But, like, for the exhaust to, like, sit in here and not touch the actual chassis, it kind of has to sit a little bit low, and I think I've pretty much found where it's going to go, and it doesn't actually look like it's going to sit that low. But we're going to start making our hangers again. This one right here is not connected. It got ripped off when the car was getting put on the tow truck to come back from Ben's house when I blew it up last time. Exhaust is falling off.
the exhaust. You're good.
And there's another hanger down there that also got ripped off at some point. I think I might have to make another one because right now there's only 3 and it kind of just like leans this way because there's only a hanger on the left side. So I might have to make one on the right to kind of hold it in the middle. And it should be good. So this thing's going to get welded around here somewhere. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it off the car, grind it down, get it down to the best material I can to weld on. I'm going to go ahead and bring the grinder over here and try to get this thing down to something better. This thing pretty much looks like it's ready to be welded up. I'm going to go get everything else ready so I can weld everything at once. I mean, that should be good for this. I mean, this weld over here is probably going to break very soon because it's actually really bad. Like this one I just hit it with a hammer and it fell off. So this one hasn't fallen off yet, so see how long that lasts.
George, are you choosing the min or the max setting?
Max.
It's on max.
Oh, cool. Just for the viewers out there that need to know.
Max all the time. Did someone push the exhaust up a little bit?
That's what the jack stand's doing.
Oh yeah.
It's
That's doing a lot.
It's not going to touch the
Does anyone see this?
That's what the jack on a stand is doing?
Jack on the stand.
The jack stand on the... This is the most hacked thing.
Getting a good look at it?
Oh yeah.
See what I'm doing.
Oh my goodness.
Here, I'll do the work. Ow! I burnt my leg so badly.
Hey, you want me to weld?
No, I'm the best. Look at all these tiny holes that this does.
Oh, I have somebody in here?
Look at how many holes are in my hand. So this is all welded up. I got a nice, that's like all old, but like up here is really hot still. But I got a nice little bead going in there, connected the exhaust to the hanger. So that shouldn't be coming off there, so it's pretty attached. And then this one over here on the other side. It's not the nicest welds. I did them a long time ago, and I just kind of like didn't prepare it at all, and I just kind of like sprayed the welder there. And I probably should redo them, but I don't really want to. And like they held up this long, so they'll probably be fine. And this exhaust isn't going to have to last me much longer, so it'll be fine until then. So now we can observe more of my angry, I didn't prepare it, I just closed my eyes and welded welds. But over here we got our other hanger that we have to attach. This is the only other one that's on the exhaust, and admittedly there should be one on the other side that kind of like holds it. Because right now I just kind of like, once you do this, it kind of just going to like droop down because there's only being held up on one side. But we're still going to put this in place, and we might have to make another hanger, but we'll do that later. But for now I'm just going to pull this thing off, try and get all this old disgusting weld off of it. So as you can see here, we got a nice little weld going on, and like, this is a pretty nice looking weld. Just only this little one right here. The rest of them, the only one that I did right now is this one down here. The rest I was just like, I don't even know. But I guess attached, I welded on the other side, and we're good. We're just gonna pop this thing back up, and the exhaust is gonna hang down so far it hits the ground. Oh, and there's gonna be a lot of other problems too that I didn't think about, but we'll deal with that later. Our steering pump has no fluid in it.
Can't like focus on anything.
But it doesn't break up anymore.
But that's back pressure. No.
I hope it knocks.
I feel like it has more power. I got the jump pack still there.
Right, all the diff is still going. It drives so peacefully. Besides the fact that the power steering pump's dead. Trunk was open.
Oh.
It doesn't break up when you like hit the gas anymore, which is cool.
Does it feel healthier than your other motor?
I don't know.
Get some insurance on this and go for a drive tomorrow.
The steering is so solid.
This engine's almost healthy enough to drive. That's boosted.
No, it's not. It's definitely knocking.
You really think it's knocked? It could have been red line, you don't know.
No. You know it was red.
No, I know.
I don't know, is it broken?
Headlights up all the time.
You can hear the power steering pump just killing itself. I want to do a drift. That'd be the dumbest thing in the entire world.
You're driving your car, are you happy?
I mean, it's gonna blow up.
So your mom can hear it's good.
Oh, there's Michael. Yeah. No, it's not as bad.
Is your engine really hot? It's like...
What happened? You can tell I like why it takes so long to turn off. Maybe I can find my coolant leak now. So just like tighten up this coolant hose that was leaking everywhere. I forgot to tighten it when I put the intake manifold on. Other than that, I broke the coolant temp sender plug off the wire, which is fun. So I'm probably gonna have to like try and fix that, or like I have an aftermarket one, so I kind of know if the engine's warm, because you know it's really reliable. So yeah, and then also we're gonna go ahead and put the radiator fan on, because this engine didn't have one. Oh yeah. Here we go. We're gonna have to put this onto the car.
It's on my head. Almost.
I can't. Why did I do this before the radiator? So I'm gonna go ahead and pull a 240 outside. We're gonna start cleaning out the inside. It's just full of tons of garbage because it's been sitting in the garage all winter. We gotta get ready to go drifting.
Yeah, baby girl, you're so damn fine, though. Wanna know if I can hit it from behind, though. I'm sipping on you like some fine wine, though. When it's over, I press rewind, though. Talking bands, I got it. Benjamins in my pocket. I traded my truth for some robins, and he's playing Batman. Bet he's gonna rob him. Yeah, I got the Glock in my robbery. 17 shots, no 38. Yeah, I got the Glock in my robbery. 17 shots, no 38. Yeah, she's fine. Wondering will she be mine? Walk past, I press rewind. See that ass one more time. And I got this soda. Women boys that know it. Fast money don't slow, but no one can control. Yeah, and I got this soda. Women boys that know it. Fast money don't slow, but no one can control. She's got class and style, street knowledge by the pound, yeah. Baby never act wild, very low key on the profile. Catching feelings.
So I mean that's pretty much it for the getting the car ready to drift. We went ahead and threw the bumper and the hood back on because they haven't been on since I put the new motor in. That's just because I want to drive on the street a little bit before I go drifting, just to make sure like everything is good. Like it doesn't overheat, it doesn't like start squirting coolant out somewhere. There are no leaks of anything. And I just want to like, so we put the hood on, put the thing on, got the license plate on the front, so we should be able to drive around a little bit, get the insurance going on it, and do that. So we got the timing done, went ahead and just adjusted it a little bit, and it doesn't break up anymore, because before like you hit the gas, it would be like, and it would hesitate a lot, and then like once you got up past like 2,000 or 3,000 RPM, it would be good. And then aside from that, it kind of sounds like the engine's knocking. I'm a little bit, like, I'm very much upset, because like, I'm pretty sure the person said like the engine was good, and that's why I like put it in my car. So it's like, it runs, but it's like, if it's knocking, then it's like, so that's kind of like why I also want to just drive it around a little bit, just to like actually figure out the engine's knocking. Because it kind of seems like it might just be a different rattle in the engine bay, but it just like, it's probably knocking. And like, I'm just kind of like so over broken engines, because like, pulled this engine out because it was knocking really badly, then it wouldn't run anymore. This motor right here, and like, That motor is also in there, and we have another engine here, which like I don't even want to think about because it's like it's just sitting open. That's how I got it. And it's just like water inside of it. It's like if I have to put that one in, that's gonna be a disaster. And that one's probably actually bad too. I don't even know about that one. But then this one, it's like what the heck. So yeah, my plan is just like drive it around maybe for like a half an hour tomorrow, just to figure out like if it's good. And then if it's good, I'm gonna go ahead and buy the ticket for the drift event. Just because like I don't want them to run out and then like I can't go, and it's like I've done all this for nothing. So that'll be good. And like if the engine blows up when I'm drifting, I'm gonna be so happy. It's gonna be so amazing. Because I physically do not understand what to do because it's like I cannot find any more KAs. Like no one has a KA left. I bought every single one in Rhode Island. Like honestly, what the heck? So we're gonna deal with that. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you when we go drifting. If that's the next video, if it turns out the engine actually breaks and we can't go drifting, that's what we'll do.